Hello, good morning. In this file, I'll be explaining to in this video, I'll be explaining to you how to create Socksip files or how to get data through the Socksip app. Okay, the first thing you have to do is that you have to open the app Socksip. You can see it here. Okay, when you open the app, okay, when you open the app, okay, now I'll be explaining something. The most important thing you need to be able to create files is what we call a payload. Okay, when you tap on this setting icon here, as you can see my payload here, and it's the same payload I'll be sending to you. Okay, it's the same payload I'll be sending to you. All you just need to do is you just need to copy this payload and paste where I have sent, where you see where they have written payload here, because a payload, I'll teach you also how to create payload in this video. Now you just need to create the payload and you paste it, you copy the payload and you paste here. Then you tap on this you need to update the server, because the server expires every after 48 days, 48 hours. You can see here when this server will be expiring. As it is said, this server will expire on the 19th of the 04th 2023. That is because we are on the 18th now, so it'll be expiring tomorrow at 8 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, actually I'm using the location Amsterdam now. So how do you update the server? You just need to tap on this crown. You need to tap on this crown. When you tap on the crown, it's going to take you here. You are going to see the different server locations. You can always try it out, anyone that is fast enough for you, you can use. But most of the time, I use Amsterdam. This last one here, I use Amsterdam. So you just tap on it. When you tap on it, you take yes to approve. They say approval required. A rewarded video ad will be loaded and displayed to gain access to the server. Do you want to see the ad? You take yes. When you take here, you just need to wait. Now when this ad comes, you make sure to watch this ad to the end. Okay, you watch this ad to the end. Make sure to watch the ad to the end. Okay, as you can see, when it shows a reward granted here, each time you see reward granted here, then you can go ahead and close it. When you see reward granted, and it's going to load like this, and boom, the server will be updated. Okay, it will be updated. Now for that's that. So you just need to copy the payload and paste here, and then you update the server. Each time the server expires, you just need to update the server and you tap save. When you tap save, you can just start using like that. When you tap connect, for example, presently this sim I am using has data, so let me just change the sim card and see. Though presently the network here is not the best, but let's just see. Okay, let me change. As you can see, I'm switching my sim card to the sim that has no data. I'm switching my mobile data to the sim card that has no data. Okay, it has successfully been switched. So let's just go back to the here. Let's go back here. The first thing we want to do is to go to YouTube. Let's open YouTube and see if it's going to connect, to prove, to show that I don't have data in that sim. And let's first of all open YouTube and see. Now you have to take note, you have to understand this. This works better when your network connection in your environment is good, and it works just with MTN SIM cards. Okay, the files I create work just with MTN SIM cards. As you can see, it's showing that I don't have any data connection here, because okay, you can even see the message just entered. Yellow, you don't have any data volume. Your internet connection has been stopped. To continue browsing, dial *157# to buy an internet bundle. Okay, so you have to know that how fast this internet is depends on your phone. First of all, there are some phones that are generally slow with network. Okay, there are some phones also, like I noticed there are this kind of phones, I don't know if it's only Intel, or they just have this kind of Intel shape like that. I don't know, I'm not condemning Intel, but some kind of phones, they just have issues. So most of the time what I always tell people is connect. If it disturbs you in the day, if your phone can take 2 SIM cards, use one with your normal data during the day, and then at night when you can connect and browse, you can do as many downloads as you want. Okay, there's times we get to points where we want to download maybe things of 2 gigabytes, 10 gigabytes, 20 gigabytes, and we can't afford that, paying for all of that. For example, here, to pay for 1.12 gigabyte, that's already 500 francs. So in order to get about 20 gigabytes, just imagine you already be getting over 10,000 francs already, just to download something, and that's something else. So you can use your normal data during the day, and then at night when the network is fast, you can now switch. And you use the VPN. But that depends. There are others who can connect all around the clock. Okay, depending on their location, their environment, and also their phone speed, the speed of connection of their phone. Okay. Wow, actually it has opened, but how manage? This is hilarious. Let me see. Let me just search, because it could be displaying the videos I had already downloaded. As you can see, it indicated that I had no data. So let me just search. I'm sure it was displaying the videos I had downloaded. So you can see it keeps loading and loading and nothing is coming up. Okay, so now let's just go quickly to the app without wastage of time. Let's just go and let's go back to our Socksip app, and let's go back to our Socksip app. Let's go to continue to app. So we'll just start it. Let's start it and see if it changes to connect. Okay, you can see the network is poor. The network is poor. Let me just put on my flight mode. So this, each time you have errors connecting, you just need to put on your flight mode and off when the network is not that bad. Okay, but when the network is too bad, even if you put it off and on, how many times you will not connect? So let me just connect again. The network where I am is really poor. Really poor. Let me try again. Okay, it has connected this time. The network here is poor. Let's just go ahead and test it and see if it's going to connect. Okay, as you can see, it's already searching. Okay, so it shows that it worked, as you can see. So that's how you'll be creating your own files. Okay, for those who have not paid for the masterclass, maybe you'll be getting just half of this video. Okay, now immediately, so you don't need to create files when you are the one using it. All you need to do is you just need to put the payload as I send to you. You update your server each time, and then you now from there you start using like this. But if you want to, like for example, sell to people or give to your friends to use, you want to send them files, because the most important thing is the payload. Once somebody has a payload, they will not need you again. Okay, so now how do you give people file? You just need to stop the app. Make sure to stop the app. You come to the 3 dots here. We have these 3 dots. Okay, You tap on the three dots. When you tap on it, you tap on import/export. After that, you tap on export. When you tap on export, you just come here, you fill the name of the file here. Let's just say test file 1. Then where they have written lock futures, lock futures, tap on it. You are going to see this drop down. Okay, you are going to see this. You tap on where they have written block all. You block all. Then you have this other part where they have said enable file expiration. Tap on it. When you tap on it, this calendar is going to come up. Now this is a calendar you use to set the file expiration date. Okay, for example, if I want it to expire tomorrow, since today is the 18th, I just need to tap on 19 and expire tomorrow. If I want it to expire after a month's time, I just need to go to, since we're in April, I just need to go to May, and I tap on, since we're on the 18th of May, I just need to go to 18th of April, I just need to go to May, and I tap on the 18th, and that's all. It goes to, will go to a month. Now if I want for 2 weeks, I just need to go start counting. I think that's 14 days, and start counting. So that's how. When you do that, you don't need to take OK, and then it will be set. For all the remaining parts, just leave it as it is. The only thing you can do is you come here, message for users. Okay, you can put a message. You can say this is from Minister Brandon and so what. You can contact me through this and this. Okay, after putting that, you just need to tap on export config. When you tap on export config, a new folder will be created in your file manager or files. Okay, it will be created in your file manager or files, where you go, you'll see it has the name Socksip. When you open it, you'll see all the files you ever created in it. From there, you can now share. Okay, but coming back, before I end this video, I want to explain something. If you had ever imported a file that somebody sent to you, either you uninstall the app and you install it back, or you clear the data of the app before, or you do this. If you have ever imported a file, this part for payload will be blocked. Okay, so what you do is you come here, you tap on the three dots, you go to import/export. There you see this part where they have written reset config. Okay, reset config, you just tap on it. When you tap on that reset config, it's going to reset everything. Okay, it will make the app as though it just came. Okay, just as you downloaded it. So you free up that place of payload. Thirdly, there are other tunnels. Because we are actually working on request tunnel now. With time, we'll get to learn other tunnels, but we are working on request tunnel now. But another tunnel I want to teach about is this custom web socket. With the custom web socket, you just need to come here, you tap on configure free web socket. When you tap on it, you see this. I'll send you this other payload. I'll send you this other dgreen.com. Okay, when you put this, you just need to tap on save. Where you save. Now what this one does is that it gives you 100 megabytes daily. It gives you 100 megabytes daily. So with this, you cannot use above 100 megabytes once. And you know, nowadays, the way our phones consume so much data, that 100 megabytes might not really be something, but to someone else, because this one is very stable. It does not have a time that it will be disconnected and another, except that the network is really poor, that it won't connect. This one always connects. Okay, so you use this one when your network is really poor. Okay, and when the request tunnel is not connecting. There are other tunnels, but I won't be explaining here because that's for something else. Okay, those other tunnels presently, they have some shakings, so they'll connect today, they'll not connect tomorrow, so it's needless teaching that. Okay,